Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. We are day 4 of our fluency, and our story this week has been What Joe Did. And we have been talking about appropriate phrasing, and we have brought in tone. So we have been listening and getting an idea of what authors have been trying to get us to feel. We have been getting the idea of what are they trying to they're trying to get us to understand what that character is feeling, and they're wanting their readers to and their listeners to get that same type of feeling. What kind of mood is our character in? So today I've changed the reading style just a little bit, just to show you the variety and the different types of material that you can read from. And poetry is what I've picked. Poetry is a great way to get a different sense of tone, because a lot of poets or authors choose to write using feeling with their poetry. And so you can get a very good tone as to what that author is trying to express. So, a very short poem, but a very good poem. And I've also included the website down here if you want to go in, and I encourage you to find another poem that you like and go and read to one of your family members or somewhere around you and quiz them. Ask them, what is the tone of this poem? Let me read it to you. Poetry is also good for appropriate phrasing because each line sometimes or most of the time is where we stop or pause, because there's normally that punctuation at the end of that line, such as a comma or maybe sometimes a dash. And so that punctuation tells us where we stop and we pause before we move on. So your job today is going to be to identify that appropriate phrasing and that tone while you listen to poetry. And you're going to read this poem that I have listed, and you're going to identify the places where this phrasing takes place. I'm not going to tell you, and then I want you to identify the tone of the poem. I know you can do it, because guess what? We have worked so hard this week, and you have done such a wonderful job. So let's get started. Let's go. Put your listening ears on. I know you can. Here we go. When someone's having a bad day, a smile could go a long way. So make sure you put one on and keep it until the day is gone. You don't know what this deed could do for a friend in need. It might save them from the pain of a sadness that cannot contain. Don't ask what a smile can do, because I'm sure it once helped you. So now I want you to go back and reread that poem. Reread it several times. Read it until you get very good. And I want you to identify and tell me, where's that appropriate phrasing at? Where did I pause one one length of time versus where did you hear me pause a longer length of time? Remember when we used one slash for a short amount of time and then two backslashes to pause for a little bit longer length of time? Where do you think I did that? What punctuation caused me to pause briefly, but then what punctuation caused me to pause a little bit longer? Where's my appropriate phrasing in this? And again, what was my tone? What was the tone of this poem? What was the poet, what was the author trying to get you to feel or to think about? I know you can do it. Go to this website and pick out one that you like to read as well, and try to share it and quiz somebody that you know. I know you can. Have a great day, and I will see you soon for another fluency lesson. Bye-bye for now.